In a simpler media age, so-called fixers were able to sweep the scandals of even the biggest stars under the rug. Publicists, managers, and executives could keep drunken brawls, scandals, and even deaths from shredding the public image of actors and singers. It's a type of work that's still practiced today. But in a time where the power of stardom is blunted and digital media hardly lets any scandal die completely, any skeleton that makes it out of the closet isn't getting back in. Something that singer-songwriter Usher Raymond IV, or Usher, as you likely know him, knows only too well. In 2017, the tabloid Radar Online broke the story that Usher was accused of carrying herpes, which he allegedly contracted sometime between 2009 and 2010. The piece said that he was, for the most part, asymptomatic, and he reportedly claimed that his STD tests were negative when he entered into a sexual relationship with a woman after his 2009 divorce from Tamika Foster. 3 weeks after having unprotected S, the woman became feverish and developed troubling vaginal symptoms, which her doctors later confirmed to be herpes. Hiding a herpes diagnosis from a SUL partner is against the law in California, and the woman confronted Usher about their encounter and the toll it had taken on her, physically and mentally. Radar Online claimed he provided money for her medical bills and, in 2012, settled a lawsuit she filed for $1.1 million. After the story broke that Usher allegedly engaged in unprotected S without disclosing his herpes diagnosis, more accusations followed swiftly. Within days of Radar Online's article, TMZ reported that Usher was facing another lawsuit, this time to the tune of $10 million. The plaintiff, Laura Helm, alleged that earlier in 2017, she and Usher engaged in unprotected S, and that the first she learned of his alleged STD was when she read the coverage of his earlier settlement. While the woman initially did not claim to be infected with herpes herself, she argued that she never would have had S with him had he been forthright about his reported condition. She sought damages for, among other things, the emotional distress of being exposed to an STD. When she later tested positive, she raised the number she sought to $20 million. That August, 3 more people accused Usher of not disclosing his purported illness before engaging in unprotected S with them, as well as SUL battery and fraud. Quantasia Sharpton and 2 anonymous plaintiffs filed a suit of their own, and attorney Lisa Bloom told the Los Angeles Times that she'd heard similar stories from others. One of her unnamed plaintiffs claimed to have contracted herpes after S with Usher and considered the disease responsible for the stillbirth of her twin children. Usher did not initially comment on any of the accusations, but not long after the 2017 lawsuits were filed, gossip site Sandra Rose claimed to have seen proof that the singer not only didn't have herpes, but that Radar Online's report on the 2012 settlement was false. Usher later issued an official statement denying having herpes. He also sought to dismiss Laura Helm's suit, arguing that she offered no proof, didn't discuss whether she had been tested before their encounter, and would have known the risks of getting an STD from unprotected S. Later, TMZ obtained a recorded phone call by Helm to a publicist in which she reportedly claimed that she and Usher always had protected sex, and she wasn't worried about herpes. This cast doubt on her story, though Helm claimed she lied to the publicist to try and avoid salacious news coverage. Helm asked to have her suit dismissed in 2019 with prejudice. While neither she nor Usher said more than that they had reached an amicable solution, dismissal with prejudice often indicates that a financial settlement has been reached. Usher's insurance company later filed suit against him in relation to the case, claiming that they didn't cover legal action related to STDs, but The Blast reported they dropped their suit by the end of 2019. The outlet reported that Quantasia Sharpton's suit was also dropped that year, though, as with Helm, no settlement was publicly disclosed. The R&B icon and megastar Usher has been a heartthrob for decades. Evidently, this has also proven true in his love life, as he's had many high-profile relationships over the years. Not only has he captivated the world with his musical talents, but he's also stirred up significant media attention for his romances. Usher's dating history has been up for public discussion since the late 90s, and some came close to ruining his rather sparkling career. One popular name Usher has dated is singer and actress Brandy Norwood. In the late 90s, Brandy found herself amidst swirling dating rumors with Usher, Sparked by their connection within the music industry, dating speculations arose among fans. Their romance reportedly spanned a few months and remained a topic of intrigue for a few more. Despite being seen frequently together during that period, neither Usher nor Brandy chose to neither confirm nor deny the rumors surrounding their potential romantic entanglement. Then there is Rozonda "Chili" Thomas. Usher and Chili's romance has continued to interest the public years after their split. The pair originally met in 1993 but didn't start dating until nearly a decade later. Throughout their high-profile romance, Usher featured the TLC singer, whose real name is Rozonda Thomas, in several of his music videos. After 3 years of dating, Usher and Chili called it quits in 2004. The singer went on to release the album Confessions, which led many to speculate that the themes of cheating referred to mistakes he made in his relationship with Chili. Chili initially appeared to hint that infidelity played a role in the breakup. She has since clarified that the R&B record was not inspired by her and Usher. Producer and songwriter Jermaine Dupri later discussed how his personal life was the true inspiration for the songs. "We were together when he recorded that album," Chili exclusively told Us Weekly in 2013. All of those songs on Confessions, that was about Jermaine Dupri's situation. Usher was just singing it. But people kind of bought into it. It was just the timing of our breakup when the album came out. Chili continued, "So people assumed that album was about us, but it was not. And Usher and I weren't oil and water. We broke up because I guess it was that time or whatever." She added wistfully, "He was that real love for me." In June last year, the songstress recalled initially staying in touch with Usher over the years, telling people, "I love hard. I was like, God, why can't I get over this?" He couldn't either. Chili cut off contact for good in 2019 to focus on herself. "I even stopped dating. Because before that, I thought if I met the right guy during that time that I wasn't over Usher, it wouldn't work," she recalled. "I would never want to straddle the fence." In 2004, the TLC member alluded that cheating played a role in their breakup when she said on The Burt Show on Atlanta's Q100 that Usher committed the ultimate no-no and that she would never take him back. Chili also noted that if someone cheats one time, you don't wait around to see if they're going to do it again. During an episode of VH1's Behind the Music, Chili recalled hearing rumors of infidelity that she told Usher about. "He admitted it. I felt like a fool. I felt like everybody knew something, and I didn't, and I'm just now finding out," she claimed at the time. Almost a decade later, in 2013, Chili subsequently clarified that Usher never cheated on her, saying she would always love her ex. "In any relationship, even when it came to my relationship with Usher when it was time to make a move, I had to do that," she said. "I don't care how much my heart was hurting. Sometimes you're just supposed to be with people for a reason, and it's not always a lifetime. Even if you want it to be, it just doesn't work out that way." Chili, who called Usher her first real love, said they remained on good terms. "But I'll always love him forever, because he was my first adult love. A real love," she added. "But we're cool. We're really cool. There are no hard feelings, nothing like that. It's all good." Sometime in 2023, during a game of Spilling the ET with Tion T-Boz Watkins, Chili recalled how she saw Usher in a few movies before they met. "I always thought he was so cute, like always," she shared. "And then when I saw him in person, I was like, oh, okay, and you know how I am. So, long story short, once we started talking on the phone and getting to know each other, we obviously have so much in common." She continued, "And it was just a lot of things that we would talk about. And he is a phenomenal man. I just saw it right away, and I was just like, wow." The singer further opened up about her past connection with Usher, telling People magazine, "We definitely had some chemistry, but working chemistry does not mean it works in your personal life. If we were working, it was great, but outside of that, we're so different." The musician said differing values and trust issues led to them parting ways. "It looked great, but in real life, he knew he had to be a certain way with me, and he couldn't," she added. "I have no hard feelings." During an interview in February 2024, Usher candidly reflected on his romance with Chili, telling People magazine, If I am to be honest, I was her #1 fan, and she was my superstar. At the age of 8, I put her poster on my wall and said, "Man, that girl is so beautiful. One day I'm going to meet her." Usher hinted that distance led to their split. "I was a young man, and she had very specific rules that didn't work for me," he continued. "We were missing each other. I really did want to have a different type of relationship where she was there with me, and she couldn't be. She didn't believe that I was actually in love with her as much as I was." According to Usher, he proposed to her shortly before their breakup, adding, "I wanted to marry her. I proposed, and she told me no. I went through a great deal of pain after that, not trusting women or wanting to open up." He concluded, "We were cool with each other after the split, but I was very careful with that. I really did love that girl, and I was like, I don't want to play with you. Like, I can't give you what I gave you. I did everything that I thought you would have wanted me to do, but I guess my good wasn't great enough." That emotional breakdown almost ruined the career of the award-winning singer and songwriter. Next up is Melinda Santiago. The R&B sensation first met this American businesswoman and model in 2002. This was during the rapid rise of his career in the music industry. While they chose to keep their relationship discreet, glimpses of the couple were occasionally caught at events and gatherings. Despite the initial connection, their romance gradually lost its spark. By 2003, the couple went their separate ways. Another popular name in Usher's dating roster is Naomi Campbell. Known for breaking barriers and absolutely slaying catwalks, Naomi Campbell will go down in history as one of the greatest supermodels to ever live. Born in England in 1970, Campbell got her start in the industry as a kid when she appeared in Bob Marley's Is This Love video. At 15, she would go on to break into the fashion world, posing for some of the world's biggest magazines and working with fashion's biggest names. She's also had several acting stints appearing in music videos and on shows like Ugly Betty, Star, Empire, and American Horror Story. With so much attention on Campbell, her dating life has also been a topic of discussion, including a possible romance with singer Usher. Campbell has had an extensive dating history. However, she likes to keep things private and out of the spotlight. The fashion legend has been linked to some of the wealthiest and most influential men in the world. She had ties with Italian businessman Flavio Briatore, oil magnate Badr Jafar, Brazilian real estate tycoon Marcus Elias, and Egyptian tobacco businessman Louis Camilleri. She's even dated Sean Diddy Combs, former One Direction heartthrob Liam Payne, and the iconic Robert De Niro. Back in 1993, the model was engaged to U2's Adam Clayton before they went their separate ways. She was also linked to Rihanna's ex-boyfriend, Hassan Jamil, before he got into a long-term relationship with the singer. The supermodel dated Russian businessman and billionaire Vladislav Doronin from 2008 to 2013. 7 years after the end of their relationship, Doronin sued the model for $3 million. According to TMZ, Doronin claimed that Campbell had not paid him back the money he lent her during their 5-year relationship. He also claims that the actress was in possession of his personal property, which he values at $3 million. In the early 2000s, at the height of his Confessions era, Campbell was linked to R&B singer Usher. Rumors persisted that the singer and supermodel had something in common. However, during an interview with ABC in 2004, the model explained that she and the crooner were just friends. She described him as a great guy. He is so hardworking and very disciplined, very focused. She added that all of the attention surrounding them took a toll on their friendship. She explained, "I think what happens if two people who are known go out together, you can't just be friends. They think it's more than that. We were never boyfriend-girlfriend," she said. "One of the reasons why I felt like I needed to pull back from the relationship is because it was getting misconstrued." So was it just that, or Naomi is trying to throw us off the wagon? Time will surely tell. The Burn hitmaker is also said to have dated Karine Steffans. Usher's romantic relationship with Steffans, the former video vixen and author, became a focal point of media attention. They initially met in 2000 and had a brief encounter, but their relationship did not last long. This was as a result of Usher subsequently falling in love with Chilli. Steffens released her book, Confessions of a Video Vixen, detailing her relationship with the R&B singer. But of all the singer's relationships, the most popular one has to be with ex-wife Tamika Foster. Usher and celebrity stylist Tamika Foster's relationship was marked by both public adoration and controversy, largely for their 9-year age difference. The pair crossed paths years before their 2007 marriage, when Foster worked as Usher's stylist. That working relationship turned romantic. They married months after Usher famously called off the wedding one day before it was scheduled in July 2007. They welcomed their first child, Usher Raymond V, in November 2007, and their second son, Navid Eli Raymond, in December 2008. Sadly, by June 2009, Usher had enough of married life and filed for divorce from Foster, sparking a brutal divorce that would see both parties hurling accusations at the other. In Foster's response to Usher's filing, she disputed his separation timeline. Usher alleged that the two had been living apart since July 2008, though Foster maintained that they were together as husband and wife just days before the singer's June 12, 2009 filing. Even after the split was finalized in November 2009, the pair couldn't agree on custody of their sons. Usher initially sought joint custody. However, in 2012, he dragged his ex to court to seek full custody of their children, accusing Foster of being an unfit parent. Part of this had to do with Foster allegedly trying to fight him as he dropped off their children. In the end, Usher was granted full custody, but more messy revelations would arise. Even after the divorce was finalized, Tamika Foster made a shocking allegation about her marriage. She claimed that Usher slept with one of her bridesmaids while they were still together. This appalling incident came out in court as Foster and Usher fought over custody of their sons. Foster's lawyers even suggested that a nanny was forced to leave the singer's home after he was caught in bed with Foster's friend. During a September 2012 interview with Entertainment Tonight, the celebrity stylist said she empathized with the woman, sharing, "I think that she got very close to him as a result of being my friend, and I feel like he used it to his advantage." That same month, Usher sat down with Oprah Winfrey, where he admitted to being unfaithful during his 2-year marriage. When it came to the bridesmaid, Usher stated he did get close to Foster's former friend, but maintained he never crossed the line while still married. However, he claimed they only became intimate after his divorce had officially ended. While many celebrity divorces end with hefty payouts, Tamika revealed that was not the case in her parting from Usher. The couple had a prenuptial agreement in place, which reportedly didn't sit well with Foster. This is likely the reason why she walked away with just under $1 million when the dust settled. As if this was not stressful enough, Usher decided to allow Foster to live in their marital home after the divorce, only to put it on the market in September 2012, giving her just 60 days to vacate. Looking back on her situation in a September 2021 talk with Page Six, Foster shared, "The truth is, I really loved my husband. It wasn't bulls asterisk. It wasn't gold digging. I always said that I took a pay cut when I married him." Thankfully, in the years since their nasty breakup, the exes appear to be in a much more cordial space. Foster was even in attendance to witness Usher's 2024 Super Bowl performance and sent him well wishes on his wedding to partner Jennifer Goycochea. With such a rocky past, it's great to see these two overcome their differences. After Foster vacated Usher's life, in came Grace Miguel. In 2018, Usher and his wife, Grace Miguel, called it quits after 2 years of marriage. After much thought and consideration, we have mutually decided to separate as a couple. We remain deeply connected, loving friends who will continue supporting each other through the next phases of our lives, the couple confirms in a joint statement obtained by People magazine. The enormous amount of love and respect that we have for each other will only increase as we move forward. Though the singer and Miguel, who was also Usher's manager, kept their relationship largely out of the spotlight, the buzz they had secretly wed spread in late 2015 when he was spotted wearing a gold band on his wedding finger while out and about in LA. Multiple sources confirmed in January of the same year that the star, who was previously married to Tamika Foster for 2 years, had proposed to Miguel. "I have an incredible partner and manager. She has helped me through some of the hardest times in my life and my career," he previously said about her. "I went on an air balloon trip with about 15 people. Both my boys were up there with me. My wife was up there with me," he recalled about a past trip to Italy. "The whole family was up there. It was cool to just have that little moment away." Miguel, also known as Michelle Grace Harry, got her start in the entertainment industry while working with catering companies. She decided to strike out on her own and establish her own catering company. At one time, she became the executive chef for The Cosby Show, reports E! News. And lastly, there is Usher and his recently wedded wife, Jen Goycochea. The 45-year-old Grammy-winning artist and his longtime girlfriend, Jennifer Goycochea, 40, tied the knot in Las Vegas on February 11th, where the singer performed at Super Bowl LV8. The pair exchanged vows at Vegas wedding's drive-through tunnel, the Fast Lane. Usher's mother, Jonetta Patton, was the couple's witness, according to the marriage certificate. "We can confirm that Usher and Jennifer Goycochea took the next step in their relationship and did get married on Sunday night in Las Vegas, surrounded by close friends and family," a representative for the singer told People magazine in an exclusive statement. "They both look forward to continuing to raise their children together surrounded by love and thank everyone for the well wishes." After the big game, the pair stepped out together in Las Vegas, and Usher was photographed wearing a gold band on his left ring finger. Goycochea was dressed in an all-white pantsuit featuring an off-the-shoulder tie-waist jacket and wide-leg pants, while Usher wore a white floor-sweeping fur coat over his black tuxedo. Speaking earlier that week, the Super Bowl 2024 halftime show performer opened up about his relationship with Goycochea. "Listen, when you find someone that you know is a great partner, of course, it is an honor and a pleasure to be able to share life with someone who wants to share it with you and loves you, who you are," he said. "And we've obviously made a commitment to live for life together because of our children," Usher continued. "It wouldn't be odd for us to get married. We already did here. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be in each other's lives until we die, obviously, because we have something to share. That's beautiful. Our children. But not because of that. I really do feel like I have an amazing partner that I respect," the singer added. Usher also opened up about forming a deep connection with Goycochea during a time of growth. "I started this journey. I found and met an amazing partner who happened to be my best friend and was there all the time, and I was like, wow, this could be great," he said of the start of their romance, which began after he took a soul-searching trip around the globe in 2018. The newlyweds welcomed their first child together, daughter Sovereign Beau in 2020, followed by their son Sire Castrello in 2021. Usher also shares two sons, Usher 5 and Navid Ely, with his ex-wife Tameka Foster. Goycochea and Usher first sparked dating rumors when they were photographed together at producer Keith Thomas's 40th birthday party in June 2019. "We have an amazing dynamic between our relationship where I'm able to still be passionate about what I do and have an incredible partner to work through some of the harder times as a young man dealing with children," Usher added. The singer continued to rave about the support and love from Goycochea, saying, "I'm very happy, very fortunate to have an incredible friend, not just a partner. She's my best friend, and I love her." Having worked in the music industry for years, Goycochea crossed paths with Usher several times before they became romantically involved. In March 2016, she shared a photo of herself whispering in his ear at an undisclosed event. A few years later, in March 2018, she posted a throwback photo with him and other male creatives, including producer Brian Michael Cox, captioned simply, "Boys Club." However, it wasn't until after they were photographed attending Thomas's birthday celebration in Atlanta in June 2019 that rumors swirled of a possible romance between the two. They were then spotted kissing backstage at a concert at the Hollywood Bowl in October 2019. Melody Willis Williams, president of Vegas Weddings, where the couple exchanged vows, shared well wishes for the pair in an exclusive statement to People magazine. "Congratulations to the newlyweds, what a great game! Usher's performance was phenomenal. We were beyond thrilled to host this epic day for Usher and his new wife. As much as we love love, this is the couple's news to share any further details on. We'll always be fans of Usher. Yeah. The singer's life in the limelight from a young teen has been nothing short of phenomenal. Last summer, a video of the singer serenading actor Keke Palmer on stage at his Las Vegas residency made the rounds online. In the clip, Usher slow dances with the star like she's the only person in the room while crooning his falsetto-laden 2010 ballad, "There Goes My Baby." It was all enough to leave Palmer starstruck and giddy. That song, the dance, and Usher's undivided attention were the stuff of a romantic fantasy the R&B star has been cultivating for 3 decades. Seductive but respectful, flirtatious, and wholly charming. Palmer's unfettered joy was so tangible, so infectious, that many found themselves blushing, falling under the irresistible spell of Usher, even through a screen. Usher's magnetism has been well documented over the course of his career. His charisma is so arresting that it inspired a 2007 episode of The Boondocks in which the animated Usher's mere presence leads to a marital separation. In an iconic cameo as himself in the 2019 film Hustlers, he holds an entire strip club in his thrall, his song "Love in the Club" playing as he lavishes attention on the dancers. His 2022 NPR Tiny Desk concert netted over 20 million views, making it one of the series' most popular installments. And that viral clip of Usher serenading Palmer was so electrifying that it instigated a petty, misogynistic social media response from her then-partner that united the internet in righteous indignation. There's never been a better time to reconsider the enduring thrills of Usher's charm as the 45-year-old singer, songwriter, dancer, actor, showman, and sex symbol enters what feels like a bona fide renaissance. Though it's been nearly 30 years since he made his debut, his voice is as dulcet as it was in the 90s. His dance moves as sinuous, his often shirtless torso as chiseled as ever, and his schedule as busy. Fresh off his wildly popular Las Vegas residency, which sold so well it got extended twice, he released 3 new singles in the past year and was set to debut his 9th studio album, Coming Home, on February 9th, just days before he took the biggest stage in the entertainment world, one that has been known to draw more than 100 million viewers and graced by the likes of Prince and U2, Madonna, and Michael Jackson, headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. Apple, the show's sponsor, promoted it with a heavy nod to Usher's longevity, the ads splicing celebrity appearances with 20-year-old footage. But it was also a pivotal moment for him as an artist and R&B's foremost ambassador. No other headliner in recent years has represented the genre quite like Usher, making his performance a potential bid for a new generation of listeners. Paired with the release of an album that sees him creatively reunited with L.A. Reid, one of the architects of his now signature sound, his loyal listeners believe the time is ripe for Usher to create some new classics. Born in Texas and raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee, before moving to Atlanta to foster his burgeoning music career, Usher Raymond IV was discovered on Star Search as a teen, leading to a record deal with Reid and Babyface's label, LaFace Records. In the years since debuting his self-titled album in 1994, at 15, he's proved himself time and again the reigning king of R&B. Over the span of his career, Usher has clinched 9 #1 singles and released 9 studio albums. He's won 8 Grammys, and his 2004 hit track Confessions Part 2 was crowned by Rolling Stone as the best R&B song of the 21st century. The album from which it hailed, Confessions, achieved the highest certification from the Recording Industry Association of America, Diamond, when it surpassed 10 million sales in 2008. This made Usher the first and last R&B artist since Stevie Wonder, whose 1976 album Songs in the Key of Life was certified in 2005, to receive this distinction. He's also the last Black artist in any genre to achieve this. The music, in other words, has consistently been excellent, even as he's dabbled in EDM and Broadway, sometimes to the dismay of his more purist fans. But while Usher's accomplishments have solidified his place among the greats, it's his reputation as the most charming man in R&B that has cemented his legacy. Charm is a slippery, ineffable quality, That Usher has a wide and easy smile bookended by dimples, phenomenal moves, the gracious manners of a gentleman, the silky smooth voice of an angel, and the ability to roller skate backward while singing are all components of his larger-than-life aura. But the underlying essence of the singer's undeniable and timeless appeal lies in the deep sense of intimacy that permeates his music and performance, even in a football stadium. He routinely captures rapt attention in arena shows, which crackle with longing and desire or explode into shrieks and screams. Indeed, Usher's greatest gift, aside from his more obvious talent as a singer and dancer, is his ability to make every woman in his presence feel like he's singing directly to them. This is clear not just in the way he performs, but in his songbook itself, full of hits that make art of the triumphs and trials of being human, and particularly the emotional, sometimes messy business of falling in and out of love, arguably Usher's and R&B's favorite subject. An Usher track feels like a secret shared between lovers, the confidential outpouring of a broken heart. Lyrically, he is, by turn, sweetly romantic and unabashedly provocative, sometimes even on the same track. On 1997's Nice and Slow, he croons about taking it slow in the same breath that he declares, "I want to do something freaky to you." His most compelling displays of vulnerability, however, may be found in his heartbreak ballads, a staple of his oeuvre that's wildly popular, going by the success of Confessions. "I'm twisted 'cause one side of me is telling me that I need to move on," he sings plaintively on his 2004 track Burn about a breakup that's been a long time coming. "On the other side, I want to break down and cry." Usher's persona has long been that of the player with a heart of gold, the musical equivalent of the Will Smith rom-com hitch. For an object of so many people's lust, he's surprisingly wholesome, a proud father of 4 who sings the ABCs on Sesame Street and speaks glowingly of his partner. It's a distinction that has set him apart from his contemporaries, who might sing about women but rarely sing to or for them. And it's possibly made him the genre's last great superstar. Recent years have proved tumultuous for some of Usher's R&B contemporaries, like R. Kelly and Chris Brown, whose controversies have overshadowed their craft. And emerging artists in the genre have failed to match his resonance, or, as yet at least, longevity. Here's an artist who's helped define his genre for 30 years, all while making it look effortlessly cool. So, it would be a shame if the legacy he has built all that while is swept under the rug by needless controversies. That said, whatever Usher has achieved cannot be overlooked. He's definitely and obviously a bona fide legend. And that's it from us today. Until next time, thank you for watching.